5 seconds. Start. It has been observed that a lot of time and resources are consumed in filling of appeals which involve identical issues. Taking forward our policy of sound litigation management, I propose to provide that if a question of law in the case of an assize is identical to a question of law which is pending in appeal before the jurisdictional High Court or the Supreme Court. In any case, the filing of further appeal in the case of this assize by the department shall be deferred till such question of law is decided by the jurisdictional High Court or the Supreme Court. This will greatly help in reducing the repeated litigation between taxpayers and the department. Taking forward our efforts to further promote the IFSC, I hereby propose to provide that income of a non-resident from offshore derivative instruments or over-the-counter derivatives issued by an offshore banking unit, income from royalty and interest on account of lease of ship and income received from portfolio management services in IFSC shall be exempt from tax subject to specified conditions. In the globalized business world, there are several works contracts whose terms and conditions mandatorily require formation of a consortium. The members in the consortium are generally companies. In such cases, the income of these AOPs has to suffer a graded surcharge up to 37%, which is a lot more than the surcharge on the individual companies. Accordingly, I propose to cap the surcharge of these AOPs at 15%. Further, the long-term capital gains on listed equity shares, units, etc. are liable to maximum surcharge of 15%, while the other long-term capital gains are subjected to a graded surcharge which goes up to 37%. I propose to cap the surcharge on long-term capital gains arising on transfer of any type of assets at 15%. This step will give a boost to the startup community, and along with my proposal on extending tax benefits to manufacturing companies and startups, reaffirms our commitment to Atmanirbhar Bharat. The income tax is not an allowable expenditure for computation of business income. This includes tax as well as surcharges. The health and education cess is imposed as an additional surcharge on the taxpayer for funding specific government welfare programs. However, some courts have allowed stop